Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're digging into something pretty central in IT security, something some sources call a magical genie. We're talking about the distributed engine, or DE, in Secret Server.
That's right. It's a term that comes up a lot.
Yeah, you shared some great material on it. Our mission, really, is to unpack what this thing actually does and maybe why understanding it is, well, kind of a shortcut to getting a handle on modern IT security and efficiency. Okay, let's unpack this.
Well, what's fascinating here, I think, is how understanding this so-called genie really shifts your perspective. It's not just basic password storage anymore.
Right.
It actually gets to the heart of how you build robust, scalable, and genuinely secure operations, especially now, with networks being so complex and spread out.
Decentralized.
Exactly. It's really fundamental to how organizations keep things in line, maintain compliance, when everything's not just in one neat data center anymore.
So, okay, fundamentally then, the distributed engine, it acts like Secret Server's remote arm, like an intelligent agent out there on the network.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. An intelligent remote arm. It reaches out across the whole network, extending Secret Server's capabilities.
Even into those, segmented areas.
Yeah.
The tricky bits.
Especially those tricky bits. Think DMZs, different physical sites, cloud VPCs, places the main server might not easily reach. It enforces policy out there.
Okay, so that brings us to automation, right? Security and compliance.
Precisely. This autonomy is key. The DE handles automated password changing for managed accounts. Think about doing that manually for thousands of accounts. Impossible.
Right, yeah.
The DE just does it, reduces errors, lets you react fast if needed, and it's vital for remote password changing, or RPC. That's how it reaches systems behind firewalls without needing complex network changes.
And the heartbeat checks, what are those about?
The heartbeat checks. They're constantly verifying that the passwords Secret Server thinks are correct actually are correct on the target systems.
So it catches unauthorized changes.
Exactly. If someone changes a password outside of Secret Server, the heartbeat detects it. It's proactive assurance, not just waiting for something to break. It's like a constant mini audit.
Proactive assurance. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, but how does it handle mapping all this out, connecting across the whole network, finding what needs managing? Here's where it gets really interesting.
Yeah, it's clever. The DE is great at network intelligence and seamless connectivity. First off, it performs discovery.
Discovery.
It scans the network segments it's assigned to, looking for accounts and devices, servers, workstations, network gear that aren't managed yet, but maybe should be. It's like step one, see what's out there.
Giving you that visibility.
Right. And then, crucially, it helps with Active Directory synchronization and authentication. This is huge.
How so?
Well, imagine your main Secret Server is in the cloud, but you still have on-prem Active Directory domains. Or maybe the web server just can't directly talk to a specific domain controller because of network rules. The DE can act as a bridge. It sits on-prem, talks to the domain, and relays authentication or sync requests back to Secret Server securely. No need for a permanent, clunky VPN connection just for that.
Ah, that makes sense. It routes the request locally. That sounds way more efficient, especially for hybrid setups.
Definitely. It's a strategic enabler for those kinds of environments.
So it's doing all this complex work, scanning, changing passwords, checking heartbeats, handling AD stuff.
Yeah.
How does it keep up? How does it manage the load and stay efficient, especially at scale?
Good question. That comes down to its design for efficiency and scalability. It uses message processing via an internal queue. Think of it like an inbox for tasks.
Okay.
It pulls tasks from Secret Server, puts them in its queue, and works through them. But it's smart about it. It uses task prioritization. Meaning critical things, like maybe an urgent password change request or an authentication call for someone logging in, get bumped to the front of the line. Routine stuff like a heartbeat check might wait a little if the engine's busy.
Got it. So it handles the important stuff first.
Exactly. And for really big environments, you use site management. You define sites, maybe geographic locations or specific network zones, and assign DEs to them.
And you can have more than one DE per site.
Yes. You can assign multiple engines to a site to share the workload for that area. That's key for scalability and load distribution. It means Secret Server can handle, vast numbers of secrets and endpoints without grinding to a halt.
It distributes the work intelligently.
Precisely. Turns a potential bottleneck into a scalable architecture.
Okay, so we have this powerful distributed system doing all this work. What makes it, stable and trustworthy? What are the foundations?
Right. You need trust. Two main things underpin that: configuration management and secure communication.
How does configuration work?
The DE periodically checks back with the main secret server to pull down its latest configuration settings. So updates, policy changes, they all get applied automatically, keeps everything consistent without manual tweaking.
And the communication.
Yeah.
It must be secure.
Absolutely critical. All communication between the DE and secret server, or even between DEs if needed, is encrypted. We're talking standard, strong stuff like SSL, TLS, public-private key exchanges, the same kind of security you rely on for, say, online banking.
Okay, so the data in transit is protected.
Fully protected. It ensures integrity and confidentiality. That's fundamental for dealing with sensitive credential data.
So what does this all mean for you listening in?
Well, the distributed engine, this magical genie, it isn't just some add-on. It's really a core piece that simplifies your life, makes things more secure, and lets your IT operations actually scale. It's this smart, distributed worker handling incredibly complex tasks automatically, extending security way beyond what you could realistically do by hand.
It truly is powerful. And, that makes you think. Maybe a final thought here.
Yeah.
If this concept of a distributed engine, this capable helper extending reach and handling complex remote tasks, works so well for IT security, where else could it apply?
Seriously, think about other tech areas or even, I don't know, parts of daily life. What other complex systems could benefit from having their own kind of decentralized, intelligent assistants? What other genies could we deploy to tackle tricky problems and, well, free us up to do other things?
That's actually a really interesting question to ponder. Decentralized intelligence everywhere.
Something to think about.